her out. So, Amber here would love to ask you a question she's been dying all day to ask you one, so now's your chance.
Okay, so you've already accomplished so much. What would you like to accomplish in the future?
I would love to be in a movie. I think that'd be really cool.
Cool, that's good.
Like
You're talking to your mic just like that, sweetie, and then we can hear you.
I guess that's one
you
of
were
my
awesome
goals.
in Over the Hedge. I don't
Thank
care.
you.
Yes!
It was a good first step Over the Hedge.
Once
It
I
was
found-
an animated film, but I'd love to be in
Once
a
I
movie.
found out you were in that movie, I had to see it.
Aw. What kind of role would you like to have in a movie?
I think that I could totally be like that ditzy valley girl, like over
Yeah?
the top comedy, but I also would love to do like a kind of drama, darker film.
Yeah.
Dye my hair black like you.
Yeah. Your hair's naturally blonde, eh?
Yeah, pretty much like
love it.
dirty blonde.
You could go either way, though, I think. You could rock either way. So, Halloween's coming up. We're kicking off our Halloween week today. So, do you love Halloween? What do you do for Halloween?
I do. The other day we carved pumpkins, and I'm not sure what I'm doing this year, but yeah, Halloween's fun.
What was your favorite costume?
I have a treasure trunk, like a chest at my house, so I just like any time of the year, if I see something that I think would make a cool outfit, a Halloween costume, I put it in that trunk, and I've definitely recycled outfits over and over, and one of them would be the nurse, and the other one would be the bumblebee.
Oh, the bumblebee. That one's cool. Awesome. Well, we got more from Avril coming up, and we're going to kick off our Halloween stuff right now. Right now at home, you can find out how to become Lil Wayne if you want to be Lil Weezy. And we're back.
Crazy in here.
Do you like being on TV? Like, do you like this sort of? I know I'm interviewing you, but you're doing some co-hosting too.
Yeah, I like it. It's cool.
okay. Okay.
No, it's exciting, really.
Well, no, we're excited to have you. Now, you were talking about your tour before, and the guys, your band that you hang out with on tour, but you brought your mom along for this one. How
Yeah,
does she like being on the road?
I had my mom on the tour bus with me. I sound more Canadian now, don't I? Like my Canadian accent's coming back. My mom was on the tour bus with me for 2 weeks, and it was really nice because I got to bond with her. And on the tour bus, you usually have like bunks, and like on my bus, I have a bed in the back, and my mom slept with me.
Oh, really? Well, they're pretty
I'd be like,
squishy.
Mom, move over, like you're squishing me. But it was really nice, and this half of the tour, I had my dad and my stepmom with me. And so it's been really cool because this whole like Canadian tour, I've seen family, and I've met up with 3 of my girlfriends from high school, Emily, Evelyn, and Lauren. And it's cool because they were the girls that were like, we were all like, the 4 of us were like really good friends in high school, and we like 3 years ago we had like a kind of reunion, and I had them come down to LA to my house. And just to see them all again, like we haven't changed. I got with my friends, and like I was acting like I was in high school again, like on the floor, arm wrestling, like laughing our butts off. So
But I think that's really cool, and I think that shows what kind of a true person you are, because a lot of people would change, after growing up, sort of in this business, right?
yeah, I think like mostly like for people, in school, you go and you work and you move or whatever, and sometimes you don't stay in touch, and that's why people have like high school reunions. But it's nice because everyone, it's good to stay in touch.
Yeah.
And being on tour in Canada and seeing everyone again, it's been really lovely.
Awesome. We're going to talk to Jackie, who's on Skype from Ottawa, who also has a question for you.
Some more Skype, internet.
Hi, Avril.
Hi.
I just want to say that I'm a huge fan. I've been a fan since the beginning. It's such an honor to be talking to you right now.
Thank you so much.
My question for you is, what are your pre-show rituals?
Well, it's so much fun not. I do vocal warm-ups before I go on stage for about 45 minutes, and sometimes I don't want to do them, but I have to, and it's very important for anyone who cares. Your vocals, they're a muscle, so it's like before you run a marathon, you gotta stretch and you gotta take care of it, and that's about it for me. That, and then getting dressed. Getting out of bed.
Thanks, Jackie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, we were talking about, we just touched on it there about, revisiting your high school friends and that, but we've seen you grow up from a teenager to now an adult, a young lady here. And in the public eye as a person, what was the hardest part about growing up in that way? All this attention on you all the time.
I don't ever look at it as hard.
Okay,
you know, I feel like it was a lot of work, and I moved from Canada to the States, and the thing I miss the most is my family. And my family are so supportive, and they're amazing. If I ever need them, they're there for me. And so I've had to learn that, and I mean, it's just, I'm so lucky, I'm so grateful. And today being here at Much Music, it's like, wow, this happened, it happened, my dream came true,
Have you found over the years, though, sort of a coping mechanism or a way to deal with what can sometimes be the negative parts, like the tabloids and the paparazzi?
Oh yeah, that land. Well, I try not to think about it, because anytime if I ever read an article, so many things are wrong and incorrect, and they're always out to get you because they want their story to stand out. A journalist isn't just going to be like, oh, this person did this, and this is this. They're going to be like, this happened. They try to be negative to draw attention to their story and stuff like that. But so what I've learned is that doesn't affect me anymore. I just go about and I do my thing, and I do the best I can ever do. And that's always, what I tell my fans, if you have a dream, go for it. And don't ever worry about what other people think, and do it for yourself. Always listen to your heart and your gut.
I think that is very good advice.
I feel like we're having a therapy session right now.
We'll take it. We'll take therapy from you any day. And we're going to keep going, actually. We're also going to reveal the Abby Dawn looks when we come back, okay?
Cool.
We're going to play some Down with Webster. They're here this Friday for Live at Much with Down with Webster, so we're going to play them right now for you. Is here. How do you like being back at Much Music, Lena?
I was literally just gonna say it's crazy to be here because growing up in Canada, I watched Much Music when I'd get home from school, and now I get to sit here and chill here, so I'm kind of loving it.
Yeah, and you've been on the show. You've been on our live show a lot, but not for a while, so we're so happy to have you.
I mean, Canadians, they're still so all about music, and they're always excited. And so for me, ever coming back here, it's the best. And thank you guys for being here. Thank you for having me.
Not only have you made a stop in Toronto and you've been touring across the country, but you went to Napanee on the weekend and something special was going on. What was that ceremony all about?
I met up with the mayor, and it was a really great honor. They gave me an award and a presentation, and it was yes. So, I used to sing outside of the town hall in Napanee, and then I got to actually be in it the other day. So it was an honor just going back to Napanee, and also, of course, I had to stop at La Pizzeria, my favorite pizza place.
Yes, we know you went there. And, look at this. We got a fan from Napanee who's loved you from the beginning. Josh is on the line, right, guys? Is Josh there?
Hi.
He was at the pizzeria with you on Saturday.
I did see you there.
It was amazing. It was
What was amazing? The pizza?
everything. I think it didn't really sink in until after it was over. It was like, hey, I just had lunch with a worldwide superstar.
Exactly. Now, what did Avril's pizza taste like, Josh?
It was really good.
There's green olives and mushrooms and pepperoni, and that was a pizza that my family and I would order into our house if we ordered pizza. And then at school I would just have a regular cheese slice. But I still have some on my bus, and I've been waking up. Yesterday I had it for breakfast.
Leftovers. Yeah. That's so awesome. But now, Josh, you ate it anyway, right? You don't like olives though.
Right.
That's more of a Canadian thing to have green olives on your pizza. Sometimes, other places in the world, they don't have the green olives on the pizza, but...
Look how cool this is. Josh met you a long time ago. We have a picture he sent us. The first time he met you. Isn't that so cute? How old were you there, Josh?
That was when you were shorter than me, and now you're taller than me?
I think I was 7 or 8.
Yeah, and look at him now. We have him at the pizzeria. Anyways, we're going to let you ask your question to Avril.
So you can't get lost pizzeria when you're on tour. So what do you eat when you're on the road?
Well, when I'm in Canada, it's a whole other diet. It's like poutine, sous chalet, ketchup chips, like all the bad stuff. And but normally I like to eat pretty healthy. Like I like to cook. I like salads. On my tour bus, you know, on tour you become like a family with like all the crew people that are traveling with you and stuff. So I like to cook, and I bought a crock pot and I made pea soup.
That's awesome.
And I had a soup party, pajama party with my bands and everyone on my bus. And I like cooking. That's one thing I'm really looking forward to when I go back home.
Yeah, pea soup and PJs. That sounds like fun.
All about it.
Well, thank you for calling in, Josh. We're glad you called from the hometown.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Do you still have family in Napanee when you go back?
No, just friends. And it was really cool the other day because we pulled up in the tour bus and we stopped in and said hello, and then no one knew I was coming to town, but I guess when everyone saw the tour bus, a bunch of people were outside kind of in a line. So I went out and I signed a bunch of autographs, and it was so interesting because I saw people, they're like, hey, do you remember me? And I was like, I do. You're like 10 years older, but I remember you. I saw a chick from high school and she had like a baby, and I was like, wow. and my other girlfriend has like 2 kids, and then I saw one of my teachers and his wife. So it was like really special going back. I love going back. It's really cool.
I've never been. Does it say home of Avril Lavigne, like when you drive in? Or
I'm not sure.
I think that it should. That should be the other thing you get. So we are here also to talk about your music, and Goodbye Lullaby has been doing so well. And make some noise for Goodbye Lullaby. And you really did take time to focus, I think, on like it's your sort of transition to a newer musical direction. I just wonder what influenced that for you.
I think with this album, for me, you know, I'm a pop artist, and I like rock and roll, and I'm also a songwriter, and this album, I kind of just wanted to focus on being a real singer and songwriter, and just, I didn't want things to be overproduced. I wanted it to be more raw. I always co-write my music. I wrote half the record by myself. I produced on it for the first time. And it's kind of more like song driven, and I could have sort of went with the radio trend, which is very like dance and up and very, very pop, but I didn't really want to do that for this album. This album is a record that I made for me, and it's a really special record to me, and I made a lot of it at home, recorded it. Derek produced like 7 songs on this album, so I'm just, you know, it was one of those things that I just kind of put out there for me and my fans, and I always hope that my music can inspire people, bring inspiration. This album is just about growth, life, the changes, and keeping your head up and moving forward.
Cool. Well, we do want to make sure fans ask questions, so we're just going to go to Sean here, who's got a question for you.
Hi, Avril.
Hello.
My question to you is, if I were a genie and I could grant you 3 wishes, any 3 wishes, what would they be and why?
Decide now.
Oh my god, okay, so like I have to do this quick, right? Because I'm on live TV. I think like a superpower, like, kind of thing would be to fly.
Yes.
And is that where I'm supposed to say like world peace and
I was just going to
happiness?
say, you better say world peace.
I mean, obviously, I think we all want that.
Yeah.
And another wish for me, I don't know.
It's hard to decide. Well, those are pretty good.
You can have one of the wishes.
I get one of Avril's. No, why don't you get one of Avril's wishes?
I wish everyone here were to go front row to your concert tonight.
Me too.
Thanks, Sean. Okay, we also want to do something really special. I don't even know if you know we're doing this, but we wanted to pick 3 really big fans and give them like the Abby Dawn / Avril Lavigne makeover so they can get dressed up in your clothes.
Oh, cool.
So we have these girls here. We have Raina, Linda, and Francesca here. You guys excited? Yes. You're gonna look like Avril, kind of. What do you love about Avril?
I love that Avril is a rebel and she can be herself.
Exactly. And you got pretty cool style.
Thank you.
So we're going to talk about the Abby Dawn fashion line and reveal the makeovers later, and we have a lot more.
We're doing makeovers? This is awesome.
I know. And we're going to come back and reveal that, and we've got a lot more.
I feel like we're on Oprah right now.
we're going to talk about your fashion line, Abby Dawn. Are you wearing some Abby Dawn?
Always.
Always. That's what I thought. So what inspired you to start a fashion line, and what are the looks behind it?
Okay, so I started this line about 4 years ago. It's called Abby Dawn, and that was my nickname for my dad growing up. And I used to think like maybe I would call my kid that, like if I had a girl like Abby. Maybe I still will. But so I started this this brand because fashion is a really big part of music, and it goes hand in hand. It ties in, and I'm always like trying to look for like places that have kind of more rock and roll edgy like styles, and I always had a difficult time in the beginning, so I just started designing clothes for myself basically. And I'm really big into hoodies, as you can see, and I wear them all the time. And so it's cool because Abby Dawn, it's like rock and roll. It's like geared towards like any chick, any age, whatever. The fits are really, really good. And spring 2012, I have like footwear, swimwear, eyewear, bags, men's clothing, and like dresses, denims. So that's like the most I've ever had, and that's the best it's ever been.
You have a pretty signature style, so we're gonna get to see a little bit of that with these girls who got made over like you. So we're gonna bring out Francesca first. These are all huge fans.
I know.
And
She's Italian. This is Francesca. You look amazing, by the way.
do you like it?
Yes, I love
Actually,
it.
I quite like these things. She flew from Italy, to come here.
Yes, I'm very familiar with Francesca, and hi, Sharifa. You look great. You look awesome.
Yeah, you do look. I like the bag too. So you can come sit beside Avril while we reveal the other looks. We've got Raina. Next.
Abby Dawn is all about being super comfortable, casual. It's sexy, but there's an edge, so it stands out. It's bold. You kind of make a statement, and that's what fashion's about. It's about expressing yourself, and you can dress it up, dress it down. If you want to wear a dress with boots, I'm so all about that, man.
Now you could wear this to an award show, probably.
100%.
Yeah.
I wore this dress on a red carpet one time.
Yeah.
And
you like it?
We're both wearing the same shirt right now.
You feel sexy, Raina?
Very, very.
We actually gave Raina a pair of tickets to your show. Like in the summer, she sang a song of yours, and she won them. We did it outside. It was really funny. She did an amazing job.
What song did you sing?
What song did you sing? We did it together. I don't remember.
Styles.
Okay, come take a seat here, and we got one last look from Linda. Cool top.
The Party Crasher, yes, that's awesome.
Oh, look, your model height and everything. Here, face the camera so we can see your look. You like it?
I love it.
You have to put the hood up.
Comfortable. Oh.
It's all about the hood. There we go.
So this is amazing. So we can get this in Canada now, can't we?
Yeah, I know Boathouse carries it, and there's a ton of other stores. You can also check it out at abbydawn.com.
Oh, yeah.
And
take a seat here, Linda. Sorry.
Cool.
Well, you were also at New York Fashion Week in September. You did was that your first runway showcase?
No, I had a fashion show, Fashion Week, New York, and I mean, that's so exciting. It's huge, and it was my second fashion show, and it was really cool. It's weird because I go on stage at the end, like there's all these really amazing skinny tall models that wear the clothes, and then I come out at the end and I'm really short. But I always try to make my fashion shows kind of like a rock show. I blast really loud music, and it's always a good time.
Well, you had Kylie Jenner walking in your show. How did she do on the runway?
She did really good. There's
she's wearing that dress,
a bajillion sisters in her family. I think 6 of them, and she's young and she's very beautiful and she's cute, and I felt that she really represented Abby Dawn, and she did awesome. It was her first runway show.
Cool. All right, well, we have a little bit more with Avril. You guys are going home with a gift from Abby Dawn and Avril, just so you know. So we didn't dress you up like dolls for nothing, so we'll give you that later. And we got a little bit more with Avril. Right now we're going to play the latest from Drake.
Not dolls, rock stars.
For you. We're thinking that you should just come back to Canada. You should sell your house in LA and settle down and buy a farm and then have lots of babies and live in Canada with us.
I'm down. in. I think I'm about ready for that.
Yeah, you think you want to settle down? Like, seriously, does that thought ever cross your mind?
I'm all about having a place in Canada and being close to my family, and it's so beautiful here, and there's so many amazing lakes, and Ontario is the place that, like, I would get a house for sure.
We will take you back. So I read that you're already working on your next album. What's going on with that?
I mean, like, I have a couple songs left over from the last record. I'm just, like, on tour right now, but probably, like, very shortly I will start my new record, like, maybe in January. But I'm really excited because I just switched record companies, and I just moved over to Epic Records, and L.A. Reid is the president of Epic Records, and he's the guy who initially signed me when I was 16 years old to my first deal, which means he's the guy who understands me, believes in me, so I'm, like, re-inspired to make this record.
And he'll let you do what you want.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you know what you want to do? Do you know kind of the vibe or the sound?
I just kind of, when I start my albums, I just go with the flow, and I usually have a vision, and yeah, I have a bit of an idea in my head right now, but I never talk about it before I make the record because, you know, it's one of those things I just gotta go off and do it. I never usually play songs for anyone until the end, and
Or you get misquoted, so you won't get misquoted here today. Thank you for being with us on New Music Live, Avril.
Thank
It's
you
really
for
nice to have you.
having me.
We're gonna end the show. We're gonna end the show with some T Mills. Thank you very much.